Here we're going to be taking a look at the importance of fakes and deception in lacrosse. So generally there's a couple of different types of fakes that we use. We'll use pass fakes, which is what we're going to take a look at in this situation. In the next situation, we'll take a look at a shot fake. A couple of different ways to manipulate defenders, freeze defenders, manipulate and freeze goalies so that you can get better shots, open up passing lanes, all sorts of different stuff that you can do with fakes. Most important thing is that you're out practicing your fakes on your own. Perfect them in practice, perfect them in your own training, and you're going to find it to be a really, really useful tool in lacrosse games. On top of that, it's kind of just a fun thing to work on anyway. So make sure you're working on your fakes on your own. Here we're going to be taking a look at a pass fake from the left wing to the ex-attackman, which opens up a shooting lane for the attackman. So we're taking a look at the attackman on the left side of the screen here. He receives a pass, changes direction, uses the defender's momentum against him. Notice the angle that that defender is using to close. He's kind of coming this way. So the attackman changes direction so that the defender has to recover. While the defender is in that recovery mode, trying to get back upfield, back in front of his attackman, the attackman steps back, and here comes the fake. He fakes a pass to the ex-attackman, okay? And watch the defender as he does that. Fake pass, just a little cradle, turn of the head and shoulders. Watch the defender. Defender bites on that fake, looks at the ex-attackman to see where the pass is going, and our wing attackman takes advantage of that good fake, a couple of steps upfield, improves his shooting lane, sets up, and takes a shot, which ends up scoring. Okay, so a great pass fake here, an attackman taking advantage of his defender, knowing what the defender is thinking, know what the defender is doing, knows that that defender is probably going to follow that pass to X as he throws that fake, and he's ready to immediately step upfield and create a shooting lane for himself. So let's take a look at the actual fake itself here. One thing to remember about fakes, this is a little bit of a bigger one here, but the important thing to remember about fakes, especially for youth and younger players, it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be a big, crazy fake. Just a little cradle and a little turn of your head and shoulders is enough to fake a lot of defenders. So let's look at how our attackman does the fake here. He steps back to create a passing lane, so it looks like he's going to pass. He has his eyes up, looking at the ex-attackman, so his body language is saying pass as well. And then all it is just a hard cradle, so it's hard to see here in this video, but watch his wrists. Top hand is pushing, bottom hand is pulling, just like a throw, just like a passing motion, but he's turning his top wrist so that the ball doesn't actually release from the stick. All right, it's just a wrist and forearm motion on that fake. A little turn of the head, turn of the shoulders helps as well. You're just trying to make it look like you're throwing a pass. The defender has to react to what you do. He's got to bite on that fake because it could be a real pass. He wants to get his stick up in that passing lane. That takes him out of defensive position, and then you can move upfield and score a goal. Next, we'll take a look at a shot fake. Here we're taking a look at how you can use a shot fake to manipulate a defender and get yourself an even better shot. So the pass is coming across for the white team here, pass across the top to the top corner midfielder. He is anticipating. He takes a look out in front of him as he's receiving this pass and sees that he's got a lot of space in between him and his defenders. Maybe not enough space to wind up and actually take that shot, but definitely enough space to use a fake shot, or sometimes what we call a hitch. He's going to use a big fake wind up here to get his defenders to flinch or lunge. And once he does that, he creates space for himself to get an even better shot. So he's catching. He's already going into his shooting motion, shooting footwork. Now, this is a particularly big fake. This is a little more advanced, but I think even a smaller kind of fake here would work just as well. So notice his body language. He looks like he is going into a shot. He's going into that shooting crow hop, that footwork. His stick is up and back. He's starting to rotate his shoulders, rotate his head. But as he's about to release that shot, he turns his top wrist and use a little bit of bottom hand as well so that ball doesn't release. Now, this is a big fake. You're not going to be able to do this right off the bat, but you can practice a much smaller fake. And the important thing here isn't actually what he's doing with his stick. It's what he's doing with his body. That footwork, that wind up, eyes on the goal, reaching back, looking like he's going to shoot. He could probably stop the fake right here. He doesn't need to go into that big follow through. He could probably stop the fake right about here and step up into this open shooting area here and get an even better shot. But you'll see he uses that big fake. Defender, watch the defender's head right in front of him. Defender flinches, freezes. That's what allows the offensive player to step up, get an even better shooting lane. And I think he misses this goal, or it might be a save or off the post. So he doesn't happen to score on this one, but it's still a great example of a catch, hitch, freeze your defenders. This part we could probably cut out, and then get to a better shooting lane and get your shot off. So practice your pass fakes and your shot fakes on your own, and you're going to notice really quickly in your practices and in your games how effective they are.